All right, video notes for Mrs. Carla Lee. This is low 1626. Older home, probably turn of the century, 1900, 1915, something like that. Is that right? So we're looking at plaster and lath walls that have been covered with 1/4 inch paneling. That is in really good shape. In most places, we have one little spot up here that had some water damage in it, but it is not problematic as far as our stuff. Everything we're doing is under 8 foot. The ceiling height is around 117 inches, so all of that is just perfect. We have a couple of things that we want to look at with the layout of this. First of all, there is no electrical in the wall. All of them are run in the wiring behind the backsplash. It's real typical of a late 70s, early 80s remodel where they've put the receptacles in the backsplash and they run the wire behind the backsplash. So that means when this gets torn out, there's not going to be any receptacles. So we've talked about putting some GFI outlets underneath the cabinetry, some spaces over here. Possibly if you talk to your electrician about wanting to add some of those, but for sure at least one here where this main switch was. The other thing is, as far as for this corner, all of this lengths and measures all worked out just fine. When we turn the corner, we have the window in the corner just like we had, but this is about 10 inches longer than the design has in it. So this is 49.5 inches wide, where the design was 39.5 inches. So we're gonna have to correct our back measurement for our wall, add approximately 10 more inches, add all of it up, but approximately 10 more inches for this space. Now that puts us in a position to where you're gonna have bigger cabinetry on both sides. But one thing to show you here, these countertops on this side of the room, this side of the window are 32 inches deep. This is to the left of your stove. That means that where this spacing is here, see, I don't have any paneling down here below. See that? Where this paneling is here, we may end up having to block these cabinets out to this depth to keep this same panel look because we don't have anything here to hide that. They've actually put the paneling in afterwards, it looks like. So this being 31 inches, let me double check. Yeah, this is 31 inches of cabinet, 32 inches of countertop. We may end up having to do something a little different as far as the stove area. We may have to make some kind of a transition between the two. But just letting you know, this is in here at 32, where the base is at 31, okay? Everything else is at 25. This is the only place that's like that. Now, go over here to this side of the room. We're getting rid of the island, and they're going to be tearing up their own flooring and all the VCT that's on the floor. But on this wall, at 5 inches from the end, 12 inch, 30 inch, we need a receptacle up above for the microwave, and we need a GFI below it for the counter space. And then we have 39 inches for the fridge, plenty of room to the door trim, 110 volts here, and a water box for the refrigerator to go here. So this is pretty much just a straight wall, no problem. We've got one electrical receptacle down here below that's in the baseboard. That's probably where they'll pull that 110 volts for these areas. But again, that's going to be up to a third-party contractor. Now let's walk into the laundry room. It's right off of the same area here. Here we've got another opportunity as far as what the paneling was. The paneling itself, we've got these flat moldings that are against the face. This appears to be built in, possibly original to the house, but at least before this last remodel. If you look, this piece of molding is hiding the cut of this paneling. So the paneling is not behind this, I'm almost sure of it. And when you look at the spacing around here, these cabinets are going to move up approximately a foot from where they're at. So this won't be a problem as far as that goes, but when you look here, they actually have 15 inch depth. This is 15 inches to the face, 15 and a half, so 16 inches depth to the face of this. And then they've got these end panels in here that are not going to have paneling behind them. Same thing on this side. There's an end panel here, and there's a trim for the actual molding of the paneling. So the top is 25 inches deep, but these end panels are going to need to be replaced as they are, and then have some type of variable width to the cabinet above, because we're not going to have any paneling behind it. Furthermore, all of that back there, which is your actual panel, beadboard paneling, comes right up through the cabinet. That's why I said it was probably built in place. and then just a new top put on it. But whenever that comes off, you're going to be back to the plaster and lath as well. So having something on this wall that is 16 inches deep and having it where it's taller and having the end panels to go on the left and right hand sides to hide where that paneling transition is going to be the only way this will work out as far as design. We can't just hang cabinets above it and cabinets below. We're going to have that spacing inside of it covered with something, either beadboard or tile. She talked about tile, or some other type of transition material. Now back here on this wall, behind the refrigerator, or behind the washer and dryer, we've got this is just an open space, right? Yeah, we've got just a regular wall or base cabinet here on the left. It is approximately 24 inches wide, and again, it's at 32 inches deep. But we have the space to the left of the window, space to the right of the window, as far as some storage space if you wanted. But pretty much that's the whole area. Back wall of this one changed by 1 inch. It's actually 1 inch wider than what the drawing was. Pretty much that's it. If you have any other questions for me, you can give me a call at 423-650-1051. Otherwise, I'll send the drawings and stuff in to you. If you have questions about the measurements and stuff, give me a call. Thanks very much. Have a good day.